Hey guys, welcome to today's video of me unboxing the Osmo Pocket 3. Here you can see me opening up the box as I go to grab out the little case that the Osmo Pocket actually comes in, along with some of the accessories here and just some paperwork. I throw the box off to the side. There's just a little bit of information in here about the camera, but nothing too important, mainly just warranty and stuff. Inside this little box here, I find the little case that comes for the Osmo Pocket, which I did end up ordering a different one because this one is quite large, but it's a good little carrying case that if you want to just throw it in the bottom of your bag or something, you can easily store an ND filter along with your wide angle lens filter in it, so it's pretty protective, along with the fact that you can also clip the little microphone, which I am recording on today, straight into it and use it as like a mic arm, which honestly I find really useful. I just stuff the rubbish back into the box because it's not really needed, and get into actually opening up the Osmo. So it comes with this really handy little leather case that's honestly really nice and very protective. It's very plush and soft on the inside. It had these little tags on it, so I just quickly pulled those off so they were out of the road. Here's a little bit of information, just some little stuff written in there. Nothing too important though. My apologies for background noise, the dogs are running around the house. So as you can see here, I open it up and you can see all the contents. So you've got the actual DJI Osmo Pocket inside there. It's got its little cover and everything. It's quite a compact little camera. Like, I don't have overly large hands, but it does fit in my hands quite nicely. So if you do have smaller hands, it's going to fit perfectly there. In this little package, this is just the little extender, so you can mount tripods and accessories to it, and also pass through charging on that as well. It just clips in the bottom like so, and you just undo it just by pressing the front little button. I had a little bit of trouble getting it off the first time, but now since I've been using it for a little bit, it's pretty easy to get on and off. And then this one is the extra battery pack, which I have very much utilized when I've been testing this camera out and using it just out and about. Underneath of that, I also found the little tripod that does come in the box that you can screw into the bottom of either one of those extenders, either the small one or the battery pack, and it just unfolds. It's plastic, but it feels quite nice quality in the hands. Next up is the DJI Mic 2. Like I said, I'm currently recording on that as well. It can't be clipped onto your shirt or magnetized. There is a little magnet in there, which I think I pull out next. Yep. And I just throw it. No idea why I did that. And it comes with the charging cable as well. And this is just the little wind filter that comes for the mic. It does break up a lot of the wind noise, but I'm not too fussed by it. And it just snaps into place. There's a little hole in the top of the microphone to line it all up so that it just snaps in nice and easily. Here is the little wristlet that you can just strap onto the camera, so if you're like me and very clumsy, you can put that through, which I have, and it'll just stop you from, if you do drop it or it slips out your hand, from dropping it on the ground. That's the little mic magnet, so I didn't throw it off to the side. That must have been one of the little silica packets that come in the boxes, just to keep everything nice and clean. This little bit is the wide angle lens, which kind of gives the fisheye effect, which I do go over a little bit more later in the video. It's quite a cute little lens, so obviously because it's a very small camera, and here you can just see me clipping it into place, so that way it's just somewhere that I don't lose it. But there are little pockets inside of the bag that you can put that stuff in. Here I'm just removing all the little peely pieces and that, just very nicely, making little things on my desk to I don't know why I stuck them to the desk. It was honestly a nightmare to get off. Then I realized I can't find my SD card. My partner, Ned, helps me find the SD card after about 20 minutes of looking, and so I can actually get it stuck in and do some test videos for you guys. Well, didn't really do many test videos. I've done a bit more now. But yeah, it just goes in the side, very nice and flush. So I would suggest, if you don't have nails, just to get something small like a spoon or something, just to sort of push it in there, because you can kind of see me using my nail there, and I did struggle a little bit, and I do have a little bit of nail. I do take the SD card out to transfer footage off of it, just because I noticed the quality's a bit higher resolution than what it is on transferring between the app. Here you can see me setting up the camera, so I just grabbed my phone out because it's prompting me to open the app. I just gotten a new phone, so it was installed recently. I just had to try and log back in because I do not remember what my login was, but I did get logged in quite quickly, and I did record me setting this bad boy up. So I did screen record. I was just getting myself logged in and pairing to the actual camera here, which was very handy to be able to just do that all straight through the app to get it all set up, rather than trying to fiddle with the very, very small screen, because it's not an overly big screen that is on the camera. So made it quite easy for me just to be able to go through, set it up, and get logged in. So once I was finally logged in, and that it let me actually have access to the camera, I had a lot of fun playing around with this and whatnot. So I did fiddle with it for a little bit, and then I think I ended up just giving up with the app entirely because I didn't really need to worry too much about it. It was mainly just registering it to the app for the first time. So it pops up with a little how-to on here. I tried to get it to focus, but my camera was just refusing to focus on the screen. So swiping over different directions gives you your different things. So here I am in standard mode. I do switch over to pro mode when I do actually film everything and that, which makes my life a lot easier. But yeah, here it is. I kind of got it to focus a little bit on the screen. I was just trying to figure it out because this was my first interaction with the camera. So you can swipe over to the left and that, and it'll change. It also goes into selfie cam mode. Very nice, very smooth switching between, like no real jitter with the camera. I have since upped the movement of the joystick just so that way it moves a little bit quicker. As you can see, it's not moving overly quick, but again, it is a gimbal camera, so it does just allow it to be nice and smooth when you are recording footage on it. And then I'm just going through all the different settings, sort of just testing stuff out. I was trying to figure out why it was telling me, and then I realized, oh wait, I haven't recorded anything with this camera yet, so that's why it's telling me there's nothing on the SD card. If I turn it to the side, that goes into portrait mode, where its max film is 3K 60 FPS, and then in landscape mode it's 4K 60 FPS. There are ways around this, like if you want to record in portrait but still keep a 4K, you just kind of hold the camera on its side, is what I've seen a lot of people do. But honestly, the 3K does not worry me, because when you do post to different social medias like Instagram, YouTube, it does compress the files, so you're not going to notice a difference whether it's in 4K or if it's not. And then obviously if you flick the camera back over, it will turn off the camera. Now here are just some accessories that I'd already gotten for my camera. I've since gotten some other stuff, such as just a little handy tripod, a different ND filter, which I do go over later, testing out the ND filters, and a different case as well, like I said earlier. You can also mount this camera to some bigger tripods. It doesn't just have to be the little one. Any kind of screw mounting tripod it will work for. You don't need to have like the biggest or most expensive one or the cheapest one either. Whatever you feel comfortable with. That's the little screen protector, which I do end up putting on it just to keep that little screen protected, because again, they're quite delicate little screens, so you don't want them to get scratched or anything like that. Inside this box is a little mount that I saw someone had. So it's a little desk mount, so you can screw it onto the edge of the desk or a table or hook it up to a pole even, and it just gives you more angles and stuff. I don't know if I'll actually utilize it at all, but it's just a little nice to have just in case I do ever decide I want that. It's got some really weird fiddly movement. I did fiddle around with it, but I just couldn't really get it to work how I wanted it to, so I didn't really use it. Here's me getting back out my camera. So as you can see, the bag looks quite bulky with that case on the camera, so that's why I did get a smaller one, just because I didn't want it busting up the case and damaging it. But it just pops out nice and easily. I realize I have to actually turn the camera on so that way I can test out the ND filters, but here I just wiped over the screen. I'm just cleaning it up so that way I can put the little screen protector on. One of the other things that I did order did come with another screen protector, so if anything happens to this one, I do have a backup one I can put straight on. I thought the light would make it easier to see, but it did not, and the camera just kept jittering around, and honestly I wish I hadn't tried doing it this way, because it was a lot harder, and they make the screen protectors just to fit exactly. So don't do what I did, just turn the damn camera off and put it on without the camera being on. But yeah, it was super easy once I actually had it on. I turned off the camera just so I could see if there were any air bubbles or anything. I had like one little tiny bubble and I managed to get it out, so I wasn't too fussed about that. I accidentally turned the camera back on when I was changing it. I was also just testing it out, making sure I hadn't stuffed up any of the touch or anything with putting the screen protector on, but I did not. And it didn't change how it looked to me at all. It did make it a little bit glarier when I was looking through the viewfinder on the camera, and I can see now, since editing, it is a little bit blurry, but honestly it's not too big of a deal to me. I'm not too fast. Here's me just changing around the settings on the camera just so that it was in higher resolution, and just sort of figuring out what all the different buttons do on it. I'm not too sure what I was going over. I think I was just going over different viewing profiles there and that kind of stuff. So, oh yeah, I was playing around with the gimbal, just sort of seeing how it sets up and that kind of stuff. Here is me just testing out one of the ND filters, so just putting it on, seeing how it looks. You do see some content of me actually with it later on in the video. God, I wish I moved my big hands out of the road. But yeah, they are quite nice. Like, these were only from Amazon. I don't remember how much they were. I'll put a link to all the accessories that I ended up getting in the description box, so if you are interested in anything you see here or anything that I have purchased for this camera, there will be a description with it in it, along with, I did get this DJI on special from Harvey Norman, so I didn't pay full price. This was the content creator pack, so it wasn't as expensive as it normally is. Oh my goodness, I cannot talk today. It has been a long day. But I'm just trying out the different ones, just seeing how they look, sort of just getting a feel for how I put them on, how I change them, that kind of stuff, just trying to be as gentle as possible. I've gotten a lot more used to it, and now I have one ND filter that I leave on it that does have a black mist filter inbuilt, so that sort of gives like the vignette effect on it, which I don't actually take off the camera unless I want to use the wide angle lens. But I'm going to hand over to actual DJI record. Oh god, I don't want to touch the exposure. So this is normal mode on the Osmo. I haven't connected the mic, so we'll do a test with the mic record. with the mic as well, because this is a DJI mic. Ned's here. He's very curious as to what I've been doing over here. So yeah. We switched over to the gimbal from the Sony camera. She's my baby. She's my everything. I don't know which mic I'm going to use for my voiceover yet. I don't know if I'm going to be... You'll either be hearing the audio from this one or from my JBL mic. But either way, you'll hear a voiceover from one of my mics. And so we're going to try out some of the ND filters and stuff. So, like I said, it comes with a wide angle. So this is it without. And this is with. It kind of just gives the fisheye effect. So, I don't know if you can stick ND filters over the top, but we'll give it a go, I guess. So I've also, like I said, ordered another ND filter that I've seen someone that also has the black mist. Please ignore the dogs in the background. They have been menaces all afternoon. So we've got this one here. That's got the adjustable. So this is it pretty much off. This is at like the level 2, level 3, 4, and 5. I don't think it goes any, oh, it does go slightly darker. And then you kind of just gotta grab with your nails and pop it off. Let's see if it'll, okay, so it won't magnetize to the wide angle. So you kind of you can either get this or your wide angle. So either get this or you get the ND filter. It just really depends. I will probably end up most of the time using the ND filter on it. So yeah, I've got this little one as well that again has adjustability. So this one's got this sort of color. I think this one. Oh, don't want to turn my camera. I don't really see a difference that this is making. Please ignore the dogs. But yeah, I don't really see a difference. I think it's just like a normal ND filter. I definitely like that other one. In the meantime, until my actual one comes, I'll probably be using this one. Can you cut your shit? Thank you. And this is an LPF filter, so it just kind of adds that little bit of softening to the light, so you can kind of see it's got like a purple effect. Whereas this is quite like yellow, so it kind of just color corrects. So yeah, but I think I'm gonna pop this back on, and we'll just go with this one. I can't, and I don't think I can stick this over the top. No, they repel each other, so it looks quite funny. And there's just a space for your ND filter there. And then there's also one where you can put your blackness filter. So yeah, everything fits in this little case. I'm going to keep this one on because I quite like it. Let me just adjust that. These dogs really have no chill, I'll be honest. So I'm going to connect up the mic and I'm going to change some stuff and we'll see how that is. Okay, so this is with the DJI mic. I haven't adjusted any settings on the camera yet besides just putting the ND filter on. I'm hoping this is focused. I am very blind. So yeah, you've got multiple ways to attach this. You can just clip it on to your shirt. I'm just wearing the worst shirt for trying to clip a mic onto. It's kind of saggy. Or you've got the little magnet where you can just magnetize it and wear it like that. I'm not going to, for the purposes of this video, have it stuck to me. But what I am going to do is I'm going to slot it in to the little stand that comes with the DJI, the little case, because that's what this is, and use it like a little microphone. Hello. And then I'm going to pop this on, and this will show us the audio from that. So give me 1 second. Oh, hello. Okay, so this is the noise with the little wind filter on it. I hope you can't hear the dogs because honestly it's quite annoying. Them in the background at the moment, they're being quite obnoxious and annoying, so yeah. But this is what it sounds like with the mic 2. This is the DJI Mic 2. Like I said, I have over here, I forget this thing just follows you. I've got a JBL mic as well, which I can use to edit as well, if I don't feel like using this one. But yeah, I'm going to try and start getting more back into the filming. So that'll be good. But yeah, I've seen a lot of great reviews about this, and I'm gonna go through and use this a little bit. We've got another Bali trip planned at the start of June, so look forward to some footage coming from that. Yeah, everything's just been a bit hectic lately. This is our house. This is the game room now. Check out my TikTok for me building this, as well as I'm gonna post it in my reels of me building my chair, because honestly, it was crazy. It was intense. I broke out in a sweat. It was crazy. But yeah, I hope this sounds pretty okay. And surprisingly, Ned's being very good and not swearing right now as to he's playing COD. So yeah, if you want to see some more gaming content, let me know down in the comments. I'm quite happy to start posting some more gaming content. I haven't decided how I'm going to edit this yet. Whether I'm just going to do it on my phone and do like a test run of actually editing using CapCut for a proper video to go on my YouTube channel. Because a lot of my TikTok content, which you can find me, it's going to be linked in the comments, in the description, but it's Geordie Plays 03 over there. I'm going to try and post more TikToks and stuff this year and just try and get out there more, so yeah. But I've been using CapCut to edit all that, so I'm going to try and do more with that. But if I can't figure it out, I'm just going to chunk back onto Final Cut like I normally do to edit, because I do have a dongle. I've got to find my dongle, where I've put my dongle, so that I can get the footage off the SD card on this. But yeah, I hope this sounds okay, because yeah, I wonder how color grading is going to go on this. I guess we'll find out. I may have to use my computer. Probably will have to use my computer to color grade, so it'll probably end up just being edited in Final Cut. But anywho, thank you for coming back and tuning in. It was a bit of a quicker one today, but yeah, I'm gonna go around, I'm gonna shoot some footage and stuff with this over the next couple weeks and try and get something out of just a review, a bit better, more in depth of how I actually like to use this on my day-to-day and editing, and also a lot of my TikToks and stuff will probably be filmed using this little camera. I quite like this face tracking because like I can just stand up right now and it's just going to follow me, and I can sit back down and it's going to follow me no matter where I am. But have an absolutely wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you guys next time.